Welcome, everyone. Welcome to this live with Jess. We are here to shortly present our next workshop that we will be holding in December. This time it will be a one-day workshop. So, welcome, and welcome, Jess.
Thank you, Luna. Shall we say a little bit about who we are to kick us off?
Yes, sounds good.
So I'm Jazz. My pronouns are they, them, and I'm based in the south of England. And my background is quite varied, but yeah, broadly, I've worked in campaigning, conservation, community engagement, and I do a lot of facilitation. And one of the things that I do is run Work That Reconnects courses and workshops.
Thank you. I'm Luna. I'm half Italian and half Austrian. My pronouns are she, her. I'm based in Italy. I live in an intentional community here. I'm a shamanic practitioner and I'm also a facilitator of the Work That Reconnects as Jess. And we run workshops together.
Yeah, beautiful. So we've run several courses and workshops together online. And as Luna said, this December we're going to be running a full day workshop um, on the theme of learning to see each other. Or you could think of it as remembering to see each other because many of us do have the tools, but maybe they're out of date or out of practice for the times that we're in now. Um, And the reason that we felt cool to do this one day workshop is because both in the countries that Luna and I live in, but also the world more widely, we're noticing this rise of extremist political movements, of racism, of intolerance. And there's this massive push from the mainstream or the dominant media in lots of places, as well as some very influential people, of really polarizing narratives that encourage us to think of the way things are in terms of us versus them, good versus bad, really pushing people to kind of demonize people that are different from them. And often that's demonizing the people that are the most marginalized in our communities, people like refugees or transgender people, people of color.
Exactly.
And it's really easy to kind of fall into a mindset of othering each other, seeing some people as our allies, seeing some people as our enemies. Um, but in this work and in lots of the traditions that this work draws on, we think it's really important to see clearly that the people who are serving those oppressive structures, maybe the people working for that media or upholding those structures are not our enemies. They are also victims. And in certain conditions, we can all become victims to organized greed, to hatred,
Yeah.
delusion. So we just don't want to let this tactic, this kind of very colonial tactic of divide and rule, break apart our community, our communities. So we're really trying to bring people together to exercise our muscles of compassion and understanding and listening, coming back to our common humanity.
Thank you for saying that so beautifully. Yeah, we're weaving things back together into unity, basically, because the current system, we have to say it is based on this divisiveness, on this strong sense of division. And I really feel how it's increasing in the past couple of months and years. It's kind of separating even more, but at the same time, there's beautiful movements going in the other direction, and we want to contribute to that. We want to work for the great turning, which is a beautiful concept in the work that reconnects. It's like this shift to a better type of system, society, world, you could say. So,
Mm.
and compassion is definitely the key. So it will be a workshop of the work that reconnects, but it will have this special taste of building compassion and also really putting ourselves in other people's shoes and practice having a different perspective on things so that we can zoom out and maybe be less judgmental and find this common ground again. Because in the end, we're all human, right? We're all children of the earth, and we have a strong connection not only to other humans, but also to other living beings on the planet, to the planet itself. And that's what we're trying to remember here and to recall and experience. So, who is this for then? What would you say?
I think anyone who's feeling the effects of these divisive narratives, and there's so many things that can come up around that, aren't there? Like
Yeah,
some people might be feeling angry um, at the whole situation, or maybe angry at particular people. I think a lot of people are feeling fear, feeling really scared of what this means and what's going to come next. There's definitely a lot of overwhelm, and some people just, checking out, just not engaging anymore at all. Um, and equally, I think there is a lot of people who are like noticing what's happening and wondering, okay, so what can I do? Like, what's the next step? What is it that I can offer to taking us back on a kind of more compassionate route? So I think, yeah, if you're feeling any of those things, any other things in response to what's going on, if you're looking for connection, for,
inspiration,
yeah, community,
exactly.
everybody is really welcome. Whether you are familiar with this work or not, yeah, please come.
Exactly. That's
Welcome.
very important that it's both for people that have previous experience because you can always go one layer deeper, and it's supporting also us as facilitators. We go into these processes over and over again. But also, if it's your first time, it's a very nice experience, and the spaces are built in a very safe way. So for you to be able to go as deep as you wish into process without feeling overwhelmed and unsafe. So that's important to say.
Yeah.
Maybe we should say a couple of words about the work that reconnects, or do you want to add something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think it might sound quite challenging to do this. And I think it is it is kind of pushing um our pushing a bit outside our comfort zone. But we've done these kind of exercises before, and people find it incredibly transformative. So it's like a really healthy way of getting outside a comfort zone with other people and with support.
I fully agree.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. Do you want us to give us a little overview of what the work that reconnects is?
Yeah. So very quickly, the work that reconnects is a methodology, like a body of work that comprehends many practices stemming from different traditions, also many indigenous traditions, and a little bit Buddhist tradition, initiated initially by Joanna Macy, but then a lot of people contributed to it. So now it's a big network of people that facilitate this work. It's open source, so accessible to everyone. And basically, the whole foundation of it is to bring people back into reconnection. It's called the work that reconnects for a reason, at different levels. So, reconnection with ourselves, with our purpose in life, a reconnection with the web of life, with a sense of belonging, and moving away from this being separate from the rest of the world. Reconnection also with our ancestors and future generations, because there's lots of wisdom we can gain when we extend our perspective of time. So it's a very broad approach, you could say. And normally, the all workshops are built around the spiral process, and that's also what we will be doing in our one-day workshop. We will still follow these steps. So we start with the gratitude, honoring the beauty of life and everything that is already here, so that we can have a foundation, feel grounded. Then we move into it's called honoring the pain for the world. So we open ourselves up also to the less pleasant feelings that may be there, given the current situations and everything we mentioned before. But that helps us to build capacity. And the more we learn to hold the pain, we also exercise the ability to hold joy and open our hearts. So it's actually a very empowering process. Then there's a step where we see with new and ancient eyes, it's called. So that's where we start shifting perspective. We practice seeing things from another angle. So we might look at things from the eyes of a flower or a bird, or through the eyes of an ancestor or future being. And in this specific spiral, we will spend quite some time in this step. in this workshop because that's what we want to bring out the most. And the last step, it's called going forth, and it's the moment when we, after having done the whole process, we ask ourselves, what is my contribution, my very specific, personal, humble contribution to a better world, to this great turning, and so this helps us also to step out with this sense of belonging and empowerment, as I said a couple of times. So that's in a nutshell the work that reconnects.
Yeah, great
And
summary.
and we've had normally we do it over 6 weeks, so in 6 evenings. This time we're really condensing it in one day. But we still feel like sharing some reviews, some experiences of our past participants of the longer workshops with us. You picked some beautiful ones, Jess. Do you want to read them?
Yeah, let's go. Okay. None of them have names to them. They're anonymous reviews, but all for our online courses. So the first one is I struggle with sharing my feelings and being vulnerable, but I feel more and more it's necessary to do this so that others know they aren't alone. It's one of the biggest parts of this reconnection process, which I think is so true. The second one is I felt gratitude, hope, and empowerment. I feel more inspired and ready to take action, and that makes me excited. Even though it was online, I always felt fully engaged. And then the last one that we picked to share is this has been a fire starter. I love that word. Igniting the path ahead and serving as a guiding light for my next steps.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing those.
Yeah, thank you, participants, for writing them.
Yes.
So, just a little overview of the logistics of our workshop. It's taking place on Sunday, the 7th of December. So, in a bit over a couple of weeks' time. Um, we're going through the full spiral, as Luna mentioned, and the day is going to be split into two. So there'll be a morning session, and if you're in the UK, that's from 10 to 12:15. If you're in the Central European time zone, it'll be from 11 to 1:15. Then we'll have an hour and a half break, a really nice, solid lunch break to go and connect with something in nature or ground yourself, do whatever kind of feels right in that break, and eat, of course. And then there'll be a second session. If you're in the UK, it will be from 1:45 to 4 p.m. If you're in Central European time, it will be from 2:45 to 5 p.m. And so we're splitting the day into those two sections. There will also be a short break within each of those sections and then that longer break in the middle. And it's all going to take place on Zoom. And it's a completely participatory workshop. So we're not going to record it. You wouldn't get value out of the recording,
You
really.
need to be there.
Yeah, you've got to be there doing it live and connecting with each other.
Yeah.
So it's a live online one-day
And
event.
just in case you couldn't write that all down, to give you a summary, it's 2 hours 15 in the morning and 2 hours 15 in the afternoon. So it's not a full day. We call it full day, but actually you still have half of the afternoon free. If in case that scares someone to have a whole Sunday in front of the computer, we got you. You have a free
Yeah.
evening.
Yeah, definitely. Um, and also, yeah, you can find all of this information and the information on what's included in the course and a bit of background to the work that reconnects, all the stuff that we've covered today, at the link, which we will be sharing in our Instagram bios. If you click there, you will come to a registration page which has all the details, and then click register, and it will take you to a form that you need to fill in. You're welcome also to email us directly if you've got any questions. But yeah, most of the info we think is all covered on that page.
We can
Um,
put it also in the caption or comments of this reel we're posting. Yeah.
yeah, good point. It's also worth us mentioning that there are a few different kind of price offerings. So there's the set price for one person. Then you can also get a discount if you sign up with a friend or with someone that you know, you'd both get a cheaper ticket. And we will also be offering some bursary places depending on how many people we have signed up for the day. So if the price point is too much, if it's inaccessible, but you really want to come, you feel called to join us, please do reach out and we can have a chat about those bursary places.
Exactly.
Do you want to add anything there? Have I missed anything?
I think you said everything. Yeah, maybe just for transparency, like the full price would be 58 euros and 50 pound if you are in the UK. And then the others are cheaper, obviously, if you bring a friend or if you apply for a bursary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, Lena.
So I think that's it. So in short, we're running a full day workshop on December the 7th. That's a Sunday. There will be a morning session, afternoon session. You can find all the info online and also register online. If you have any questions, DM us, message us, email us, or also leave a comment here. That's maybe the easiest, so other people can also relate. Yeah, and if you're curious about the work that reconnects, there's a lot of things also on both our Instagram profiles. If you go and check, we've posted this a couple of times, and there's more extensive descriptions also there if you want to have more information. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's it. We're getting better at keeping this short.
Yeah, I think that's everything. We hope you can join us. We would love to have you with
Yes.
us at our upcoming workshop.
Yeah, if there's anything that an obstacle you feel or any doubt, please reach out and just let's talk about it. We can find solutions to almost everything. Yeah. Beautiful. Then thank you, Jess, for the beautiful conversation, and I'm really excited to be working with you soon again.
Me too. Yeah, it's always a really powerful and beautiful experience. Every time we're like, oh, it's such an amazing group of people. But I think it's just people in general, right? When we're doing this work.
It's the type of work that really opens your heart and brings in reconnection. That's the quality of the work that reconnects. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
there. It's the
Spot
quality.
on. Yeah. Thank you
Thanks
so
a
much.
lot. And we hope to see you there. We're here to welcome you. Goodbye.